Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe to see more videos like this one where we analyze the markets the minimalist way. So by keeping it simple, by making a clear and simple analysis, by using clear and simple indicators. Today I'm looking at the pound yen on the 1 hour time frame. I'm using the bottom stop signal, the levels and zones, and the RSI Exhaustion indicators. If you are interested in testing them, you'll find the link in the description down below. So the trade looks like this. Well, I'm expecting the price to go down. How much? Probably at least to retest this support level here. Why am I expecting this kind of movement? Well, for a few reasons. The first one is that we have the price which is moving sideways. So the price is at the same level here and here. On the other hand, we have the RSI Exhaustion, which is just falling in free fall. It's moving way down. It's currently at 57, but it was an 83, like 83. It way overbought here, and now it's a lot lower. The second reason, so we have here the fact that the price moved sideways and the RSI is falling this much. It means that this up movement of the price is not sustained. So it is very weak and it should fall anytime soon. The second reason is because the second condition, at least that we look for, is to have exhaustion in the RSI, which means that if you are looking for a sell opportunity, the exhaustion must be a bullish exhaustion, so it must be green, and it is green right here where we want to sell, and it was green here when we had the first top. And the last condition is the simplest one, which is to have a top, and we have one here. So we have one here and a second one here, so we can definitely place our order. So the order looks like this. The entry price is going to be around this level here. The stop loss, we need to stay above the most recent highest level, so it's going to be this one, so we want to stay above here. And the target, as I said before, when we have this kind of setup, especially looking at the RSI Exhaustion, which is just going straight down, we can confidently target this support line. Why? Because when this support and resistance lines appear, they are, by the way, they are displayed by the levels and zones. So these are levels which are either support or resistances, and each level has a buy zone or a sell zone. Depending on your strategy, of course, you can take advantage of this buy and sell zones. So for instance, in this case, you might say, okay, the price goes down into my buy zone, touches the support, I have a bottom, I can buy. It's not my kind of setup, but it's still a valid setup. It depends on your overall trading strategy. It's a valid setup. It just depends on you. So back to our setup, I was saying that when we have this kind of support and resistance level, what we know from technical analysis is that price always tests this level and retests these levels once, twice, and more than that, because they are kind of they attract the price. You should see, like, I'm not saying they are magnets that attract the price, but the price want to visit them and they attract the price. Let's put it this way. So if we expect, like in our analysis, that the price should fall, then we can confidently say that the price should touch this level down here. Okay, this is the reasoning. If we expect that it's not necessarily the case that the price goes down here, but if we expect that the price goes down, then we can confidently say, based on our analysis of divergence, which is very significant here, based on our analysis of exhaustion, based on the fact that we had a top, we can confidently say that the price, then if it goes down, it will touch this level here. Additionally, if you look here, what we have here, we have an interesting level, because currently it's a support level, so it's supporting the price to stay above this level. But it was a resistance just a few candles ago, and previously, let's see, it was a resistance, you see? So it's basically a resistance that came lower, which means that the price is moving lower. So the resistance was here previously, so the price could have gone up to this level here, and now the resistance went down, so it's pushing the price down. The fact that we are now above this resistance is okay, because it's now acting as support, but I don't see this being a real support. It's more like a resistance, especially considering all the reasoning that we made before. Okay, I hope it's clear. If you have any question, of course, feel free to ask down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. If you have any doubt on the setup, on the indicators, just ask down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it. Okay, so the setup is ready, and let's see how the trade evolves. Just a quick update, guys. So the trade is running and the price is now moving lower. So as you can see here, this level turned into a resistance, which was what we were expecting it to be, and the price is now lower. It's about 1/4 or maybe 1/5 of the target, so it's still a long way down. But we just need to wait and see, because I mean, the price could just go straight down or it could take forever. We cannot time the market. We never know how the price will move and when it will move, but we can definitely predict where it will eventually go. So in this case, we are expecting the price to go all the way down to our support down here. The price continues to move down. We recently got a bottom here, but I don't care about this one, because I don't see any significant. When I combine this bottom with the RSI Exhaustion and the overall price action, I don't see any significant evidence supporting the fact that this is going to be a major bottom or even a bottom. It's probably going to be broken down. I'm not saying anytime soon, but it's probably going to be broken down because there's just no evidence that this is a bottom. So of course I would not trade this kind of setups, because just because it's a bottom, it doesn't necessarily mean that the price from this point will make a major uptrend. Maybe it's gonna make a minor uptrend, and if it is your strategy to take even minor uptrends, it's okay. But like, for instance, have a look in this case. We got a bottom here, and indeed the price went up, but to me this was like a minor uptrend, because I typically don't like this. I don't trade this kind of trend because they are too short. I much prefer to wait for the bigger, but not necessarily bigger, but better opportunities. So I only trade when I see the greatest opportunities, the ones that have the highest chance of getting to a target. And when the target is quite high, the one that I like, then to me that is a great opportunity. I have the evidence from my technical analysis, from the clear understanding of the indicators that I'm using, and so I have the confidence to trade those opportunities. Maybe they are opportunities with a return of 2, so it's pretty low to me. Maybe there are opportunities like this one, which has a risk reward of 6x, so it's a phenomenal return. So if we get to the target, we get a 6x return, which means that we could even lose the next 6 trades and still be profitable. Of course, we are not there, so we should never fall into the trap of believing that we will get to the target if we are not to target, but we are enough confident that we can get to that because we already traded setups like this in the past, like hundreds of setups like this. So we know for sure that over the long term we are always getting what we want. The price is moving lower, it's moving closer to our target. We are more than halfway to the target, but we are not there yet. The RSI Exhaustion is moving down, which is great because it means that it's tracking the same movement of the price. So this movement is kind of sustained by the movement of the RSI Exhaustion. Of course, we know that the RSI can go overbought and then stay oversold, and stay oversold for a prolonged period of time while the price keeps falling and falling and falling. So right now everything is absolutely perfect. It's just taking its time, but in the end we are looking for a 6x return. So I'm extending this, okay? So we are looking for a 6x return, which is a very significant return. So we just need to be patient because returns like this need the time to be reached. So let's just be patient and I'll definitely keep you updated on this trade. We got another bottom down here with the exhaustion and the oversold situation in the RSI, but it's just one bottom, so I'm not concerned at all. I'm also tracking this price action, which is kind of sideways, so it's okay. The RSI is improving slightly, so this might pose some concern in the future of this trade, but of course it's until now it's all okay, and most importantly our initial analysis is absolutely perfect. The thing that I did was to, of course, I forgot to mention before, but to move my stop loss to break even. Initially when it was here, the price, I moved it just above this resistance line here, okay, you see, because I said, well, if the price wants to come back up, it will probably retest maybe the sell zone here and maybe this resistance, but it will not get my break-even point, so I will still be involved into this trade, which I was expecting to go lower. Right now that the price is way lower, I moved my break-even point approximately here. Okay, this is in my trading account, so my new break-even point is here. So if the price comes all the way back up here, then I'm out of the trade with a more than 1x return. But of course we are expecting the price to move lower. I'm just setting the break-even level this high because I want to give the price enough room to move, because the price might move this high at this level here and then eventually go down. So we don't know how the price will move, we just can predict where it will go. So right now it's all good, it's taking its time of course, but we are aiming for a very great return, so we need to be a bit more patient, and I'll keep you updated as the price continues to move. We got a third bottom here with an RSI slightly higher than the previous level of the previous bottom. But here I see some weird movement of the RSI, so this was kind of weird. I did not like this, so I just tracked the price as it moved in the next candles, and then we got this nice candle to the downside. And now it's retracing a little bit, but all in all the price is moving down. So we should get to our target. It's just taking a bit more time than expected, but it's still okay. The price is now moving against us, and we have a higher support level. This is something I don't like, because the support level has changed, so our target has changed technically. But what I did was to move my break-even even lower, so it is right now at here, so that if the price comes back up, I'm out with quite a decent profit. What I'm going to do right now is to track the next candles to see how the price moves, whether it is a sideways movement, and in such case it might still drop to the downside, because in the end I still believe that our initial analysis is absolutely perfect. If instead the price comes back up, then it's all good anyway, because we are out with a very reasonable profit. So I just need to track the next candles and see where the price goes, and then I'll decide what to do. So patience always wins, because I've waited for the next candles, and the price just went straight down. So this support turned out to be a resistance, which is now pushing the price even lower. Let me extend this one. So we are now out of a trade with a 6x return, which is absolutely excellent, because it's well above our average. These kind of trades don't happen frequently. They happen consistently, but not just daily. So it's great to see this kind of trades happening on a consistent basis. They are not typically the easiest trades, not because they are difficult. Well, this one got a little bit tricky towards the end, but they are kind of difficult because they might take some time, because you are looking for a very far ahead target. So they might take some time. And what happens is that most traders get frustrated along the way. So how many traders got frustrated here and they just got out? How many traders got frustrated here? I mean, we are talking about days, okay? It's not just, we are on the 1 hour time frame. So we are talking about days, and traders just get emotional during a trade. And this happens very frequently to beginner traders. They just got emotional, they fail to stay rational. When we have a setup and we have done a very clear and simple analysis with the tools that we know, that we have tested over time, over and over again, and we know that we can have the best confidence that we will reach our target, we will never ever get emotional during a trade. And this is the kind of result that you get only if you stick to this simple rule. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like down below. Also subscribe if you didn't already, and as always, if you have a question about the trade, feel free to ask down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.